Hello! Good afternoon. Sorry I started a little late. Final Fantasy was being fussy. But it's okay now. It's okay now. Whoa! I can't believe it's Thursday. Jesus, this week's gone very quick. Gone very quick. It's not as sunny today either. I done had my walk, but it wasn't really sun to sit out in. A bit of a breeze made it a little on the chilly side. So, gone without. Right. I have made a start on some of the VODs. Because I commented on how I'd fallen behind on some of them. I had to, Oh, I forgot that the music is all ominous and awful. Fluff playing video games? Yes, imagine. I love the way you typed that. Vidya. Vidya games. Yes. Look at this man. Look at this person stood next to me. It's called fashion. Yes, made a start on some of the VODs. There is indeed a bit of a backlog. So a couple went live accidentally, but anyway, 2 of them are live now, and I got a couple processing, and then I immediately had to deal with the 12-hour stream VOD, because obviously being longer than 12 hours, actually, now that I think about it, it was 30. The stream ended up being like 13 hours, didn't it? Because we basically went an extra hour in VR chat. Yep, that's my how long is it again? Video producer. Yeah, 13 and a half hours. 13 hours, 32 minutes, 50 seconds. Yes. So I went to download it, and funnily enough, as we were talking about my hard drives earlier in the week. I went to download it onto my video hard drive, and it was like, nope, not enough space. And I was like, oh, cool. So I briefly have saved it somewhere else, so that I can cut it into chunks and then get it uploaded onto the VOD channel, which I don't normally do, but on this occasion, I shall. And I basically divide it into category of when we were doing stuff, so it's going to be, part 1 is literally 40 minutes of me just chatting and putting a hat on my head. Then it's like 4 hours of Okami, a half-hour break to have dinner, another like 2 hours of Okami, and then Repo and then BR chat. And those will all be separate videos. So the Okami bit is going to be in 2 bits, because since we played Okami for so long. But it's not an even split, it's literally like two videos. One that's 4 and one that's 2, I think. Yes. So that's what's happening in the background, and I will likely be working on that some more tonight, as I try to catch up. So I'm not too far behind, thankfully, because I think in preparation for me having a break for my birthday, I was pretty much up to date on VODs when that happened. So after then having taken a break for a couple of days, there wasn't too much to do. I love just talking with this ominous thumping music in the background. It's great. Nothing bad is going to happen at all, clearly. What a lovely thumbnail. And a lot of yellow. It's a lot of yellow. Yellow. Sky's aflame. Oh, Extra, I was about to call for you. My mouth is very dry, so I'm going to end up, like, coughing. Besides living similar. Ain't nice, because that's a 2-for-1. That's a 2-for-1. I'm afraid we've received another call for assistance. This one comes from Razatan. The others have assembled in the main hall to discuss the situation. You must join them at once. Figured it's a 2-for-1. Yep, literally what I said. Funny. Just because we haven't in a while. Let's have a look at mine. Technically, I could pick up Sage now, I think. Not that I would play it, but I think I can get it. And Viper and Pictomancer I can't get because I actually don't own Dawn Trail, because there was no point in me buying it if I wasn't going to play it for literally like 2 years, which is what it seems like it's going to be. So I don't even own Dawn Trail, because there was no point. At this point, it's taken me so long to get to Dawn Trail that I can probably get Dawn Trail on sale by the time I actually, like, get to it, because it will be, like, 2 years old. Lets me go do healing and magic DPS role quest. Ah! That's a clever way of doing it. Yes, you see, I've got Scholar and Summoner. Both 32. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Funny that. Yeah, Ninja has very much fallen behind on my main story quest level. You'll get to Dawn Trail 3 days before the next expansion. Probably. Probably. I mean, they haven't announced the next expansion yet. I will be amazed if I get to Dawn Trail this year, because of how slow it takes me to do stuff. Like, when did we start Shadowbringers? That was last year. Bruh. It long. I mean, it took us what, 3 years to get through all of Guild Wars Story? It's probably been about 3 years playing through FF Story as well. The FF has more expansions, and I feel like you get more story content in FF. That's not a critique. Just drinking my tea. Mind you, because I'm up to date on Guild Wars, every time there's a new patch, I go and play the new patch to stay up to date with the story. Which has reminded me, we literally just got here and we're still not doing anything. When's the next Guild Wars patch? I wonder if they've announced that. Guild Wars update? Because they're not expansions. No, not update. Where's the Janthe Wilds roadmap? I don't think the next one has even been announced yet. Yeah, Janthe Wilds is expansion 5 of Guild Wars? How many expansions is Final Fantasy on? I don't know if that's not including base game. Thorns, Path of Fire, End of Dragons, Secrets of the Obscure, and Janthe. Okay, so that doesn't include base game. So if we do FF, so base game and 5 expansions, 6. So FF is so we have base game, Heaven's Ward, Stormblood, Shadowbringers, Endwalkers, Dawn Trail. So FF is only one expansion ahead of Guild Wars. Let's see. Expansion... Title Update 3. To be announced estimated June 2nd. Where did you get that number from? Whatever. Varric, we have a bit to go. Well, let's see. I think this quest is literally my first 85 quest, so I am halfway based off level. But that's not going to be halfway because there's post Endwalker, which is still which is of that max level. So yeah, still a ways to go. Hello, Growlith. I'm literally just like talking at the moment. I'm not even playing the game. Yeah, apparently. Apparently the next Guild Wars patch is going to come out next month, but considering nothing's been said about that yet, I wonder where they get that figure from. I don't know where they've pulled that number. Estimated June 2nd. Surely if you've got like a major game patch, you want to announce that like at least about a month in advance, right? Right? So, I don't know. Anyway. Well. Potentially getting more Guild Wars to look forward to soon, by the sounds of it. But, Let me check my own calendar real quick. Getting my dates mixed up. Okay, it is next weekend. Okay. So, there won't be a community night next week. I'm busy. Again, lovely ominous thumping music that I've just been AFK chatting to. Ah, there you are. Our worst fears have come to pass, but moments ago we received grim tidings from our contact of Razatan. Vile beasts have appeared out of nowhere, claiming one victim after the next. What's more, they say the very sky burns above them. Ah, the apocalypse has started. Good God, so the final day's already upon us? Yes. It would appear so. Sadly, that is all the information we have at present. No doubt the people of Razatan are busy fighting for their lives. We must go at once. They need our help. Agreed. Kral, you best remain here with Tataru and gather what knowledge you can. You are in no condition for a long journey, I imagine. Very well. Similar phenomena may have been observed elsewhere, and if so, we must know about it at once. You set out there, yes? Let's make a first for... Yep. We must prepare ourselves for what may lie ahead. I picked up the space Minecraft game I talked about. So far I'm enjoying it. It feels the dig hole build thing in hole my brain. It makes the happy brain chemicals. Understandable. That is understandable. I need you guys to know that about 4 people have sent me like links to Steam being like, oh, they're having a creature collector like thing, and I'm like, I'm aware. However, it was just my birthday. I have been given multiple games in a very short space of time. So I don't exactly need to do that right now. But it's very sweet that everyone's like, oh, you like these? And I'm like, I do like them. Also, I don't know how I feel about Cult of the Lamb appearing in the creature collector thing of like, I mean, technically, but they're also people? I don't know how I feel about that. Why teleport when talking to this person is free? Oh, we're getting cutscene like the moment we arrive?
Vile beasts did rise. Leaving naught in their wake but blood and ash. Sun scorches earth and boils seas.
Gross.
And our sins ascend unto the heavens. 3 dooms to unmake all we were.
The sky burns. The final days are truly upon us.
My friends, I trust you have heard the news.
We have. What can you tell us of the situation, Your Excellency?
Last night, the Isle was rocked by tremors, and the earth itself cried out. Aloft, the heavens began to burn. From all about, unholy beasts, the likes of which we had never seen, came forth in fury and rage. No. To say they came forth would be inexact.
I do like the thing, but don't give them to me. I will never play them because they have 5,000 like it, but I appreciate. Thank you, love you, bye-bye. I mean, basically, yeah. Basically. Yes, there are games on sale in there that I would like to play. No, I do not have time or energy to play them right now. So, if anything, it was just very funnily timed. Of like, oh, they have the creature collecting sale the week after my birthday. Because if it had been the week before, I'm sure lots of people probably would have got me stuff from it. Burn the land and boil the sea, you can't take the sky from me. And it looks like they're trying. So as you can imagine, I did receive emails from Steam being like, hey, like 6 games on your wishlist are on sale, and I was like, uh-oh. But I have definitely grown out.
Transformed into these baleful fiends.
Oh. Ooh, that's bad. That's bad. I was, Firefly reference. Ah, I've not seen Firefly. Not seen it. Yes. I forgot what I was going to say now. The thought has evaporated. I said, that was it. I was going to say, I've grown out of the days from when I was like, 16 or 18, and I've got my first job, but I don't have like any bills to pay. So it's like, oh, what do I do with all this money? I'll just buy Steam games with it, and just never played them. It's like, oh, there's Steam games on sale, buy. Definitely grown past that now.
Though the phenomenon was observed throughout our lands, the first creature, the largest and most dreadful of the lot, wrought havoc upon us here in our fair city. Though they bear superficial resemblance to divinities of legend, they are ungodly abominations. The people decry them as blasphemies. The Large One's rampage has since taken it to the northern reaches of the island. I mean to dispatch our radiant host in an attempt to quell the threat.
And what of Vritra?
Vitra too makes for the north of his own accord, and yet he knows the blasphemy and its minions were but yesterday his beloved people. I pray his boundless compassion and mercy does not deter him from taking unenviable but necessary action.
Very alarming.
I ask that you allow us to aid you in quelling this threat.
You would risk your lives to help us yet again? I have no words to express my gratitude. Our regiments approach the north from several directions, with a number of units set to depart from the docks of Yedlinburg. They will make landfall in an area of dense jungle, where one can expect to encounter dangers even beyond the fell beasts we hunt. I leave you to your preparation. You will find me at the docks when you are ready to depart.
Well then.
We're as prepared as we'll ever be. Let's go.
Everything from the cell would be in your inbox if it was before your birthday. Oh, 100%. 100%. Like I said, about 9, it feels like 90% of it is already on my wish list. Well then. One sec. Is this an A, the current quest? It is. Now that that's active, I can probably pick that up as and when I go past it, perhaps. Everyone has assembled, yes? I thank you for lending us your aid in our battle against the blasphemy. Let us review our plan of attack. I would have you board this boat and circle around to the north side of the island. There you will find dense jungle we call Vanaspati. It's a sacred wood, home of many temples and a number of villages. Future and the Radiant Host have gone there ahead of us. I ask that you join them and do all in your power to destroy this blasphemy. Oh, it's a dungeon! That's unexpected. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and guess that I may need to solo queue that one. I don't think anybody is around or available. So I guess we can go get the Aether Current side quest while I queue, because solo DPS queue is going to take me a hot minute. God, my inventory is atrocious. I didn't realise I got a Zodiac card from when we did Zodiac. Another question is going to be, is my item level good enough? 513. Oh, only just! It's eye level 510. I will need new equipment after this dungeon. I will need to organise new equipment. Okay. Well, might as well queue for a bit. Okay. Travel, Aether Currents. Yeah, we've still got a bunch of, like, story quests that we have to do in this zone before we get flight, unlike Garlemald. But that's not surprising considering half the map is too obscured. Oh, why do you cutscene while I queue? I'm sorry, guys. I'm probably gonna absolutely blitz this cutscene. I'm speed scanning this. I like her outfit. The sleeveless jacket with the fur trim. It's the kind of thing Tala would wear. I found Tombstone Gear usually covers you for the next expansion. It covers you for most of the next expansion because Tombstone Gear is what I have, I think. And I will need to upgrade. I haven't needed new armor for the entirety of the expansion thus far, hence this. Oh, the weather type is Apocalypse. Fascinating. Hi, Crystal. Lovely to see you. How's things? Just finishing a cup of tea. How are you? I am good. I'm good. Keeping on, as we like to do. We didn't play FF last week, so I'm back at it today. And the world is ending. But apparently we need to slay this elephant. So, you know, priorities. I'm just waiting to see how Go Wars current DLC ends in less than a month, and we'll see what the next expansion is going to be this fall. We were talking about that about 10 minutes ago at the start stream while I was just sort of like setting up and stuff. I was talking about, I was literally saying of like, it's probably time for the next patch for Guild Wars soon, and looked it up. There's no date yet, but the estimate is June 2nd, and I don't know where they got that number from. I was like, oh, Guild Wars next month. And then it'll be time for another expansion. I do enjoy Guild Wars very much. I'm currently in a dungeon queue, so I'm just doing some side quests while I wait for the queue to pop. Aether Current. Oh, you have something else for me? Not an Aether Current though, but that unlocks something evidently. I wonder if that's part of tribe quests. quests. I have none. I have like none. I have not done relation quests. Okay. So we're still waiting for that to go. So I'm gonna go over here and see if this is an Aether quest as well. Just to grab it. Okay, I didn't. I was like, did I put it on a different thing? Guild Wars is Guild Wars so much gloom in the last few years. I need a pretty area. Yeah, it's been kind of glum. It has been kind of glum. Although the vibe of the story doesn't make me think that the next area is going to be pretty glamorous. I could always be wrong, of course. Alright, where is this? Is it? Yeah, it's you. Eighth current quest. Collection? Eighth compass. Southeast. I'm gonna need to gather. I don't think I've gathered any currents on this map. Oh, that's quite far away as well. Jesus, okay. Kinda noticed that Guild Wars follows FF and expansion themes. Oh, really? No, I don't... No? I disagree. Disagree? Not a one-to-one type thing, but still. Yeah, explain your thought process. I wish to understand, because disagree. If we're not doing a lot in the next update in Bavanisos, it'll probably just be around that and more Janthir, yeah. I'm guessing it's probably going to be Bavanisos. Southeast, huh? Still going southeast. Is it going to be on one of these rocks? South. Up here. Southeast again. Guessing it's going to be like on top of this, if I can get on top of that. Never mind, Janthir is the Happy Vacation expansion. I thought we were still in Eldritch Horrorland. I wouldn't say Janthir has been Happy Vacation either, to be fair. I wouldn't describe Janthir as happy vacation expansion. Northeast. It's up on there, isn't it? There it is. Yeah, Eldritch Horrorland was Secrets of the Obscure, but I wouldn't say Janthir Wilds is a pleasant holiday. It just looks pleasant because we've just come from Eldritch Horror. Because it's still, oh no, everything is still awful. Because we're like we're in a new story arc essentially for Guild Wars. It's about as happy vacation as Dawn Trail is. I mean, I can't comment on that because I'm not playing Dawn Trail, so I have no point of reference. But the thing is that because Guild Wars is in a new arc is the thing, whereas Dawn Trail is the start of a new arc. Because Guild Wars was the Dragon Saga, which is base Guild Wars up until End of Dragons. End of Dragons, shock and horror, was the end of the Dragon Saga. And that was like that story arc being cut off, which from Final Fantasy's perspective would have been Realm Reborn to Endwalker. So by that logic, Secrets of the Obscure is Dawn Trail because it's the start of a new story, but Secrets of the Obscure is the Eldritch Horror one. Which is why both me and Crystal are like, disagree? They don't really line up. It's kind of doing a disservice to, I think, both Guild Wars and FF to imply that they kind of just do the same story beats as one another, because they don't. I misspoke a bit because I forgot Janthir existed because I haven't played in a while. Understand. Fair enough. This one's a long way to the north. Yeah, I got two currents to find and 5 quests to do. I hadn't done any of the quests. No one up here. Northeast, probably. Probably. I think I was here once before and I was like, oh, I wonder if there's an Aether Current, and then I just didn't look. Okay, not quite here then. Hey look, there's the crystal that we can't access just yet. Because if I jump off of here, I will die. So the Aether Current's in there somewhere then. Yeah, to the north. So the Aether Current's on that, probably. So, can't grab that one. Makes sense if there's Aether Currents I can't get because half of the map is obscured. That was a very long pause before the dialogue popped up. We're getting into Dungeon Might Pop Soon territory. Look at this. Two DPS, no healer, no tank. Living that DPS life. See, now this is a slight rush to actually maybe try and get this done, because I wouldn't be... It strikes me that this is going to be one of those dungeons where when you finish it, it spits you out in a different location from when you joined it, because some story is happening. Don't run off the edge there. What about it? Okay, back to here. Okay. So hopefully we can get this handed in before this pops. Although we are now within our expected wait time, which was 9 minutes and has doubled to 17 minutes. Oh god, this place is a pain because they just run towards it on the map and then it's like, oh no, wait, you have to approach it from the correct angle. Janthir's first map is mainly the only place with some vacationist vibes because the rest is pretty dark because the lore behind Janthir. Yeah. Yeah, I think they have to... You have to have that little introductory bit because we came from Secrets of the Obscure, but the expansion as a whole, I was like, I would say is not vacation vibes. Da-da-da! We did it. We got the Aether Currents. Also, it's just a section of map here. I guess I'm gonna run back, because it doesn't seem like there's gonna be Aether Currents on this side of the island anymore. Which makes sense, because I think I got half of them. Yeah, I've got half, so it makes sense that the other half are on the bit of the island I've not gone to yet. What is this area that is before Thavnir that I just straight up don't even have? Curious and curiouser. Do love seeing achievement complete on all of these pages. Good brain chemicals. This was a place where the humans were sacrificed a lot by Masats and a lot of the Bloodstone related stuff. Yeah! Yeah, Masat's never good. Neither's Bloodstone. I think literally the moment that I set foot into that zone and I was wandering around and found a big shard of Bloodstone, I literally went, oh no! It's bad! Bloodstone is never good. And now we're having to deal with the two warring factions in the past whose names escape me, the Seekers and the... Crystal will probably be able to tell me. It's just the Masat, isn't it? I'm done. The Seekers and the Masat. This is the problem with not playing a game for like 6 months. Yeah, and the Titans as well. There's so much drama going on. This is the only problem when there's like months in between things, as I forget stuff because my memory's bad. Right, hello gang, we're back. I went and did a bunch of quests while the apocalypse was happening. Twitch Mobile is annoying and water is wet. You have my sympathy. Okay. Suppose I could look through some of this. There we go. At last! Dungeon time. Oh, those things are awful. Oh my god! Why are they so small? Even for Lalafell, they're so little. I've come out here to kick pictures and paint ass, and I'm all out of ass.
Forgive me. I could do them no harm.
Petra! Hello, dragon friend. Oh, he's got his. I've already seen it. He's got his eye back.
The only way. I shall silence the beasts of the air. Pray continue onward.
Oh, they're bigger than I thought they were. Okay, these guys know what they're doing because they are sprinting ahead. Why does that voice remind me of Aku? I see it. Or hear it, I suppose. No, I can hear it. Always love me a dragon friend. Uh-oh. Ooh. This is the first time I've actually been aware of being with a Pictomancer. I probably have been with a Pictomancer, but just, like, not noticed. What's he doing? Bad. Okay. Was it the one that didn't speak that did that there? Yeah, it's the one that doesn't speak. It's the hammer that gives it away. Oh, the fucking confusion! No! I didn't realise I had confusion on me. Hi, Husk. I see the side that he raises his hand on. I did clock that the first time. Ah, misdirection again. Aha! Got it. That one sucks. That one sucks. We did it! Ass. Ass.
What is this vile presence I sense? The Horde draweth near. Be on your guard.
The Horde! Barg! What a strange haunts. This is the most normal looking thing we've seen, it's just a horse. Oh no. When they despair. When they despair, they change. Just weird horses. Just weird horses. Not a single scrap for a dragoon. Ugh, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Insight. Insight check. What are those? So yeah, I'm gonna stay on that side. Okay. Oh! Look, I'm bubbled! I've been bubbled! What? Moving around a lot. Realised too late what I had to do there because I looked at what everyone else was doing. Again, on this healer's tits, I'm taking so much damage. There we go, so it sprays me, but I don't land in a bubble, and then on the one that isn't arrows, I need to go in a bubble. Oh, a stack on me. Oh, there was a Vibrava and mid-dungeon. Is this the one where I need to go in one? Might be. Yep, this is where I need to go in one. Aha! Dragoon damage! Dragoon! Yay! I leveled up. Earrings, no. Trousers, no. No equipment for the poor dragoon. Next thing you just show up with a bug stick and people start showing up. Look, the simplest solution is often the best one. To it, pointed stick. Humanity learned that they could do things with a pointed stick, and frankly, it was all downhill from there. At this point. Some people even agreed the trees was a bad move and no one should ever have left the ocean. In my hubris of deleting all my old tanking gear to make room, I've realised I need to level another tank class to at least 50. You're fine. It's fine. Excuse me. Spook sign? Oh no, it's a neighbour. It's like, that sounds very close. Where? Remember to use my AoEs a lot more in this dungeon for some reason. That's awful. I hate that. It's the thing from the intro cutscene of the expansion. Oh, what a happy coincidence. That's really big. I wonder what happened to... If that's a person, then what happened for them to become a person? I think the chat, they've been saying, man, you make healing so easy. And their response was, war does that. So I'm like, ah! Kells is here in spirit. Oh, okay, I got a red? Does that mean I stand on red? Learning. Does red mean I stand on red? I don't know if that's what red meant, because I took damage. And now I have blue. What happens if I stand on red when I have blue? I still take damage. So if I stand on blue when I have blue, I take damage, and if I stand on red when I have blue, I take damage. So which one's the correct one? I notice I have a stack of vulnerability. I'm gonna say that standing on the red maybe was the wrong one. Maybe opposite colours? Is opposite colours the vibe? Off he goes. Off he goes. He's preparing. This one. There are lines on the floor, chat. Ow! Fucking Fatalis wannabe. Okay, so we're gonna stand on the opposite colour this time? I have blue, so I'm gonna stand on red. Nope. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, Core, do me a solid and Google where the fuck I'm supposed to stand. There are lines on the floor. I suppose I should probably limit break, huh? Ah, shit. What fight is this? Svabandu? I died again! I don't know what I'm doing wrong! Oh, these people are gonna hate me. You see a colour overlay on your screen that will indicate which part of the floor is unsafe and explodes, head to the opposite colour to avoid this mechanic. Following the first time this mechanic happens, this reduces, sees other mechanics layered on top. So I stand on the opposite colour. That's okay. I stand on the opposite colour. Thank you, Crystal. It's always one or the other. You either stand on the matching colour or the opposite colour, but both killed me, so I was like, I don't know, it's dead. It don't matter. Thank you for the help. E. That thing's gross. Not for me. Okay then. That is a lot, Jesus, that is a lot. Okay. We did the dungeon!
As I feared.
Oh? What
What
do
is
your
it?
eyes see?
The beast was there, and now it is no more. Yes?
Indeed. We saw it plain. But you didn't, did you?
I saw nothing. Not the blasphemy that perished here, nor the other men turned beasts. And because of this, I now see all too well. There is no ether. Where the creatures should be, I saw naught but emptiness.
Emptiness? But that would mean...
Recall the words of the Watcher. 'Twas a stagnancy of ether, a cessation of flow, leading to decay and absence, that led the ancients to conclude their star was dying. This is the same phenomenon. The instant these people are seized by the transformation, their ether begins to rot and crumble away like dried mud.
Oh.
Until, from their corporeal forms to their very souls, naught remains.
That's
The beast
awful.
spoke with its dying breath. Surely at least a sliver of the man it was endured.
Mayhaps so. But even if the process was incomplete, it was little more than a faint residue.
Gods be good. You're saying they cannot be saved?
Not by any means known to me. or by any means at all, like as not. For there is naught left to save.
They return not even to the ethereal sea.
Ooh. That's bad. Etra.
The beasts rage on, their hunger insatiable. Even deprived of their master, they perpetuate his legacy of hate. Once proud sons and daughters of Thavnir, all of them, and now I spill their blood.
Vitra, my friends, I am heartened to see you safe.
You put your secret at risk.
Those closest to me already know the truth. A truth I must now share with one and all. Vitra, calamity has come to Radzatan. Our fair nation is rent by screams of pain and despair. More than ever, we require a strong leader to shepherd us through the storm. Reveal your true self to our people, Vitra, and guide us to salvation.
What madness is this, I-One? Thou dost forget thyself. Were we to reveal our duplicity, it would do naught but foster confusion and chaos. Nay, I shall remain the Satrap's loyal ally, and do battle with the beasts. Easing hearts and leading the people to safety is thy task, and thine alone.
Cool. What the heck?
I ask that you remain at Ahewan's side, and render unto him what aid you may. I know not what lies ahead, but without you, Radzatan will not survive.
Take me with you. I am as at home fighting in the air as I am on land. Take me with you.
Were my words unclear? I require no assistance. Thy place is at Ahewan's side.
Estinian, here. The last thing you ever wanted. A link pearl. We'd gain much from knowing your elevated perspective. And it'll keep you from getting lonely, which I know you know.
You heard the man. Seems I'm coming with you after all.
Then I pray thy grip is iron. Be it on thy head if thou dost chance to fall.
Oh no, what will the Dragoon do if they fall?
Fair enough. Now, shall we?
A Dragoon and a dragon. Hell yeah.
I fear it is as Vitra says. We will not survive this on our own. While I am loath to impose upon you again.
I would insist if you did not. 'Tis the very reason we have come.
Then once more I find myself without words to thank you properly. Let us return to the capital and plan our next course of action.
If you force me to get a new pair of eyes. God damn it, girl. Our Radiant host has eliminated the immediate threat to the city, though it pains me to know those beasts were once my own people. There's no telling when or where the next transformation might occur. We might be vigilant and steel ourselves for whatever is yet to come. I'm just gonna go ahead and take the money, because I probably won't use the die. Okay. Excuse me. I need the bathroom. Shock and horror. It always seems like I need the bathroom midstream. That's because I drink a lot of water. It's important to stay hydrated. What? I'll be back in a few. Don't go anywhere. Hiya! We have returned. Ba. How are we doing? Blah. I'm gonna change the name of the stream ever so slightly, because half of the problem with coming up with the name for stream when playing FF is like not knowing what's about to happen. There we go. Let's go with that. It's a good day for an apocalypse. Okay. Oh, there you fucking are. Affectionate. What? Fuck that shit, mate. Fuck affectionate made that shit derogatory. What do we miss? You missed a dungeon. I went and did a dungeon. I had to kill my own because there was nobody there. This is a bit. It was fine. Give me my friends. I must return to Megaduta for the time being. There I better manage the crisis and dispatch my troops when the situation demands. The world is ending. In that case, we shall carry out investigation of our own here in the city. Mayhap the residents can tell us more of the first transformations and the conditions in which it occurred. We can ascertain what exactly triggers the tragic events. It may give us some insight into a possible solution. The world is ending! That's why I literally just updated the stream title. It's a good day for an apocalypse. Time's of the essence. Let's split into 3 groups and we may cover more ground. Alize and I will see to Pastor's Path. Thancred Stola make for Tahama. Leave Arthur and Graha to your Exa. Any information you can gather on the first blasphemy of the manifestation and final days in the city will be most helpful. Awkward trying to get child support for me. I'm not your dad. If anything, Core's your dad. There was a joke about how Core's the oldest. We have completed our respective inquiries. Let us reconvene in the front of Megaduta, then we have a share under the satrap. That's not cool in that comparison. I knew you were going to say that. That's why I clarified of like, there's a joke about Core being old. Tyrant. Shall we be off then? Arthur is home to the High Crucible of Alkema. Alchemists forged many of our warding scales. It seems a good place to begin our investigations, don't you think? I spoke briefly with Noadine, the chief alchemist there on our last visit. He should be happy to answer our questions. This way. Is it letting us run past the crystal because we can actually attune to it now? Because last time we were here, it wouldn't let us, would it? Yeah, it wouldn't let us before. Aetherite temporarily disabled. Okay, no, we still cannot attune to it. And the adopted dad that doesn't actually approve of what you do, but I'm just happy that you're happy. Wow. I remember those red eyes. You were with those scions who commissioned the scales of us, yes? Welcome you back to the High Crucible. What brings you here in these troubling times? We are assisting the satrap in investigating the crisis that plagues the city. Did you happen to catch sight of any of the creatures? I did. As I was going about my work, I was disturbed by crashing footsteps so powerful that the very ground shook. I rushed outside and could not believe what I beheld. The night sky was burning. Suddenly I heard panic screams coming from the direction of Balsan Bazaar, and the next instant a monstrous beak poked its head out from amidst the stalls. Handful of the Radiant rushed to the scene, only to be sent sprawling as the Fiend and its minions propelled themselves skyward. The blasphemy came from the vicinity of the markets. This knowledge may prove useful. Thank you for sharing your tale. I do believe we know where we should inquire next, the bazaar then. Off we go. I told myself no son of mine will play Warhammer 40k. I am a failure. Damn it, now I've just got that freaking video stuck in my head and I'm not going to repeat it, but it's repeating in my brain like a fucking verbal stim. This is the Varian weave. I must say it bears a resemblance to the traditional fabrics of Corvo. Small wonder, really, given it's just across the water. Not that I'm much of an expert in Corvosi culture, of course, that I have had the occasion to visit my ancestral home since becoming to Charlayan, and like as not, never reside there again. That said, in recent days I felt more acutely aware of my heritage and grateful for it. It is thanks to my forebears I inherited the royal eye, and with it the wisdom of ancient Alag. And so, while I simply hope that my countrymen are safe, and one day, when the calamities burn memory, I will see Corvus again, if only once. Aww. Thank you, camera. Giving me my shop is closer to a further notice. Needless to say, we have more pressing concerns these days. I've not come here to search for wares, but concerning information the enormous fiend that tore through the bazaar. Did you perchance witness anything? Afraid not, my friend. I was here the whole time. I only saw those little minions that made a mess of the place they did. That was going on. The big one tore through the west side of the bazaar. I'll have better luck asking there. I don't play 40k, I win 40k. Ooh! Them's big words! Just because Henry Cavill plays Custodius doesn't mean you can't. You can't play Tau. So in the matter of traveller, are you lost? Perhaps it could be of assistance. Your offer is most appreciated. We are not lost, but we're in need of information. Might you know anything about the gargantuan beast that rampaged the bazaar? I saw all that, though I wish I had not. I was going about my work and all of a sudden a piercing... Ugh! That just came out of nowhere. Piercing scream cut through the air and turned round, and there was a fiend, its massive body bursting through the entryway with the force of a tidal wave, and then it was gone as quickly as it came. Interesting. That one came on me rapidly of suddenly just like, you need a yawn. Sisters have mercy, what's happened to the world? What am I to do? Is nowhere safe? Settle down, friend, the danger is past, at least for now. If it's not too painful to remember, could you tell us what you saw? First I heard the screams, then a horde of ravening beasts came charging towards us. One of them was huge, bigger than a married, throwing people like ragdolls, and it was eating them. I hid under the counter, saw others do the same. But the shrieking and wailing kept louder, more voices in the throng. Beasts or victims, I couldn't tell. I knew not what was happening, I still don't. That is enough, my good man. You were brave to share with us your tale. Many of our fellow merchants are safe, the High Crucible too, and survived mostly unscathed. Pray, stay close to your friends and loved ones and rest your body and mind while you are available. My blue anime waifus and nets. I suspect there's most we can expect from people who are here to tell us. I think it's best we find a place outside the bazaar where we might rest and review our findings. I was wondering if we could see which one it actually came out of, but I don't think we can. No extra dialogue bits. Judging by their accounts, the transformation had already occurred by the time the beast reached the bazaar. It tore through the west side of the bazaar and headed towards the Aetheryte Plaza. In other words, blasphemy may have first appeared in this vicinity. That being the case, the people in that mayhem may surely tell us more. Apparently I didn't attune to this one. It briefly crossed my mind of like, did I attune to this? No. So I've not been here before. Ah. Going after that enormous beast, are you? Aye, I saw it, including the very instant the poor bastard transformed. Damn, the gods were putting me there. Started over there by the window, and men, a few merchants probably talking and drinking. Conversation must have taken a turn for the worse. Next thing I know, their leader, I suppose he was, buries his head in his hands and black mist swirls around him. His whole body bursts apart, and there stands the hideous slapping beast, massive and foul, all gaping maws and bulging eyes. His friends start shrieking, and then the black mist comes, and the change takes them too. The stuff of nightmares, I tell you. Nightmarish indeed. Incidentally, perchance know who those merchants were. No, I'm a decorator by trade, not so much to mingle with their sort. I saw Milhil, but the barmaid checked them though, she might know something. Oh, pardon me, I was just... Anyway, take a seat wherever you like, we're open for business as usual. The hunt board. Yeah, you're unable to accept at present. Even after repairing all that damage, it'll take a while for business to pick up again. You mean the blasphemy? That was what the Radiant has been calling it anyway. I saw it too, we all did. I was standing here at the counter as Mary poured me a drink, and then suddenly there came a dreadful sound like a pained, angry groan. It's unlike anything I've ever heard. I turned around in shock, and from an ominous black cloud mist rose the creature, ominous, ghastly to behold. As for what happened next, to recall it sent shivers up my spine. Some stroke of fortune, I was able to slip outside before the beast got its claws on me. The sight that greeted me offered no solace. The blue sky above turned red as blood. Mary, myself, and other survivors clung to each other for dear life until the Radiant host came to our aid. Wait, did I hear you correctly? The beast manifested before the sky began to burn? I'm certain of it. The windows were here offer a clear sky, view of the sky, and I saw nothing out of the ordinary until the beast appeared and began to rage. Interesting detail. Interesting detail. Oh, why can I stop enjoying all of this? I was fine up until now. Hello there, welcome to Myriad's Mayhan. What can we get for you? We've not come for libations, but rather information. You are Mahil, yes? We are investigating the so-called blasphemy on the satrap's behalf. We heard that one of your customers, a merchant, underwent the transformation. What can you tell us about him? He was something of a regular here, especially of late. Kazal was his name. He ran his own consortium, dealing primarily in the exports of the Bavarian specialties. We know that name, don't we? Yes, we've heard that name before. Names ring a bell. Didn't you meet them both on your first trip to Thavnir? If I recall correctly, Kazal ran the trading operation and was there when you made Matseya's acquaintance. That same Kazal, no doubt. Rather successful man from what I gather. That said, it was clear he'd fallen on hard times of late. Those ghastly towers popping up everywhere cannot have been good for business. Even now with the towers gone, the collapse of the Empire has led to all sorts of problems elsewhere. The market for luxuries is surely not what it was. The creature did say, "I'm ruined." And I said before that it was the despair that was making them change, it seemed. So he was in so much despair, he became like a big one, I guess. Trying times for the head of a trading consortium, indeed. Kazal was a compassionate man. Even as his own business suffered, he did what he could to provide for the artisans, fishermen, and many others who counted on him to sell their wares. Indeed, it was that very topic of yesterday's meeting, as far as I could hear. Yet as they discussed matters further, Kazal tone grew grave and grim. It was then that... Forgive me, I would not have you recall the memory if it brings you pain. If I could, I would ask you one more thing. Did you notice anything unusual about Kazal in particular? Please, anything at all. Sorry, but nothing springs to mind. Perhaps someone else can help you. Calzal lived for his work, and no family that I know of. His employees and associates knew him best, but they too are lost to us. Still, perhaps his neighbours know something that I do not. I can direct you to them if you believe it would help. What do you say? Alright. Calzal made his home in Camo, a nearby residential area. From what I gather, Calzal lived there since childhood and was known throughout the neighbourhood. Camo, the name is new to me. How do we get there? I'll write down some directions. I cannot promise that you will find what you seek there, but if nothing else, it's a start. Come, let's see where this lead takes us. After leaving the Mythian, we retrace our steps and head back towards the Aetheryte Plaza. Is it? Okay. Here we go. Well. Anyway, passing the just immediate where the fuck have you been? How has your day been? Yes. How's your day been? From here we ascend the stairs. This is a novel way of doing it. This must be huge, in which case we take the path leading southeast. If you're going this way, we should arrive at Camo before long. Walking these unfamiliar streets is quite the adventure, is it not? I can only hope we explore Razatan at our leisure when the crisis has passed. I'm gonna go grab this, because I'm pretty sure I haven't ever gotten this one either. There we go. Me and Fro went to town to retrieve models from a contest and also to walk around all day. Oh, that's nice. Shaved the beard down to a goatee because I felt like it. Aw, sweet. That sounds like a lovely day. It's nice to just have a nice walk around. This must be Camo. We've arrived at last. Let's begin questioning the residents without delay. No doubt someone here can tell us about Calzal. Given the recent events, I imagine many are taking shelter in rooms. come back some of the time. I just woke up. I'm not exactly in the mood for chit-chat. That's one way to avoid panic, I suppose. Upon our intrusion, you may not have noticed, but a great danger has come to Thavnir. I encourage you to stay alert and prepare to flee the city should the situation turn dire. Before we leave you in peace, pray allow us to ask a question or two. Did you know anything of the local merchant named Karl Zal? If so, did you notice anything unusual about him recently? Karl Zal? I know him. In fact, we spoke just the other day. Like many others, his business was doing poorly. Still, it seemed as though he'd managed to turn things around thanks to a generous order from Ruveda Fibers, where he was practically dancing in the streets. I haven't spoken with him since, but I assume it all went well. Jimbaha won't be able to tell you more, though, as I recall he was the one who brokered the arrangement. Let's make a point to visit him after we've spoken with the other locals. Oh no, did he get scammed? Which is why he screamed, "I'm ruined." Kazal, you say? Yes, I've known him since he was a boy. If there was ever a man who was born to be a merchant, it was him. Always early to depart and late to return, he'd spend his days procuring the finest wares and seeking out willing customers. You could say it came to him as easy as breathing. Aww. Sadly, business was flagging of late. No surprise, really, what with how dangerous travel has become. He was cooped up in his house from dawn till dusk the other day, no doubt racking his brain for a way to turn his fortunes around. Then at night I heard the door open. I looked out to see Kazal sitting on a bench, his head hung low. A man with the weight of the world on his shoulders. See, the situation must have been quite dire indeed. You notice anything out of the ordinary? Nothing to speak, other than the troubles with his consortium. He was the same old Kazal, cordial and honest like always. These questions you're asking, has something happened to him? He wasn't caught up in that terrible incident in the bazaar, was he? I don't travel much these days, but my daughters told me not to venture outside. Stuck here as I am, I've heard little about the bazaar goings-on. Rest assured the city is safe for now, but the situation may change without warning. I urge you stay close to your daughter and be prepared to take refuge to the satrap order it. Nicht gut. Nicht gut. Okay. This leads to Dharma. Right at the sight of the red sky above. During the final days of yore, the heavens burned and stars fell. Creation magics run amok. That was my assumption when I saw Amarok. Perhaps the ancients believed the same, that the terror of a single powerful individual was the cause of their calamity. Those self-same horrors now manifest themselves before our eyes. What could it be that sets the heavens aflame and turns ordinary men into beasts? They're farming silkworms. This must be Ruveda Fibers, where we could find Jinbaha. Cutscene. Hurry, I say, there's no time to waste. I do apologise, Chat. I can't stop yawning. Pardon me, but you are in charge of buying and selling here? We have a few questions we'd like to... Sorry, I simply don't have time to chat. If you haven't noticed, we all have our hands full at the moment. We must carry all our wares and equipment to safety before those accursed beasts return. In that case, might we be of assistance? Perhaps we could speak when the job is done? Very well. Start by helping us move our equipment. Ask the others what to put where. Okay. You can carry our fabrics. Go through the door and speak with Kamala. She'll tell you the rest. Okay. Remember, these textiles are our livelihood. Handle them with care. This area is for employees only. Out, out. What's that? You've come to help? Oh, praise to the Mindova. Kind stranger, I welcome your assistance. On your way here, you pass through storehouses, yes? I'd like you to carry the crate to Nabrifal by the storehouse near the hatchery. Crate of clothing is for Manula. That massive crate over there goes to Zamiria in the middle of the storehouse. Watch your back with that one. Those are all the crates we have ready. Once they've been delivered, consider your work here complete. Oh god. Hello? You down here? No. No. Deliver the crate to... Ah. The person in front of me. I was looking over here, not in the centre of the screen. Thread, is it? You come to the right place. Thank you for your aid. You're right here. If you have any crates of finished products such as carpets, clothing and the like, pray bring them to our primary storehouse. Crate full of clothing, I can take that off your hands. Many thanks for the delivery. Big. Big. Uh-huh. You're quite the brawny one, aren't you? Good thing that. Never know when you're going to defend yourself from these unpredictable times. Cake full of fabrics, especially what I was hoping to receive. Here, let me put that away for you. Yeah, that's quite easy. They were only down the corridor. Carried all the crates to the storehouses, you say, and so quickly too, and never seen anyone so strong. I and my associates will see to the rest. Please return to Jimbaha and assure him our work is proceeding apace. Tell the truth, we're grateful for this distraction. Too many terrible things happening of late. But generous souls like yourself give me hope that we may emerge from this trial even stronger. I pray we meet again in more peaceful times. Done as I asked, have you? Commander is satisfied with your work, and so am I. You have done a great favour, traveller. My eyes like defocused partway through that. I too have delivered the instruments and apparatus entrusted to me. You both have my thanks. With our wares safely stored away, we'll not lose any more to those fiends. Take it your establishment did not escape the attack unscathed. We did not. Thankfully, most of our workers already left for the day, but those of us still here saw it all. We looked to the burning sky in confusion, and then before we could even begin to make sense of it, a hideous creature burst through the door, shrieking. We ran for our lives, but one of my colleagues was not so fortunate. He cried out, a scream of such agony, such terror. The next instant, he too sprouted fearsome claws. The sight of it caused another fellow to panic, and then... He too transformed. Sorry, is there something you wanted to ask? Indeed, you knew the merchant Kazal, did you not? I believe he had some dealings with your establishment. Kazal, I know him well. But we arranged for his consortium to deliver a large shipment of fabrics, but in the end he received a better offer and had to turn him down. I understand his business is struggling, but so is ours. Another of our most reliable trading partners agreed to transport the goods for a much smaller commission, and we've been fools to refuse. I felt terrible withdrawing the offer, but you must understand, we simply had no choice. I tried to put on a brave face when I delivered the news, but his dejection and despair were plain as day. He said he'd discuss it with his associates, but I could tell he'd all but given up hope. Dejection and despair. Remember what we saw in Vanaspati? Yes, soldiers and jungle dwellers pushed to the very brink, turning into beasts one after the next. We'd seen the same phenomenon occurred there. The poor craftsmen attacked by the fiends as well as those that witnessed it all undergoing the same change. I suspect that everything began with Kalzal. By all accounts, it was he who suffered from the most profound and piercing despair. That be it? Such intense emotions were what triggered the transformation? That's what I was thinking. Much remains unclear, but I believe we are drawing closer to an answer. At any rate, we must discuss our findings with the others. That's interesting. You don't see the two side by side like that very often. I think there was a bit of a visual bug. Beyond the depths of despair. Oof. We're to reconvene with the others in the Megaduta, are we not? That's where we should outside. At any rate, we've already returned to our investigations. My friend, I must take our leave. I pray that your establishment is spared further tragedy, but remember, your lives are far more precious than anywhere's. If you're ordered to flee, do so without hesitation. Indeed, thank you for the concern. I pray you two take care as well. It's all bad. A gathering of people. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
There you are. You've spoken with the survivors.
Indeed. We thought to share what we have gleaned, that we might together gain a greater understanding of present circumstances.
Fortuitous timing. Alize and I completed our own investigations not long ago.
Then we should take a moment to compare notes. Shall we begin with the two of you?
So the merchant Karzal was gravely concerned about his business in the days preceding his untimely end.
The tales we heard were much the same. The first victims to be changed into blasphemies were all overcome with anguish of one manner or another. Then those who saw their loved ones stolen before their eyes succumbed to a similar panic, setting in motion a chain of transformations.
Fear, unease, despair. These negative feelings serve as a catalyst.
If so, then it is not unlike the calamity that befell the ancients.
Not to mention a moment, but weaponized depression, anxiety. For real, though? For real.
With their creation magics, they unwittingly gave form to untold horrors. Had they simply lost control, surely it would have manifested in many forms, not all of them monstrous. Yet somehow, this phenomenon is triggered solely by the darkness in their hearts, a common thread with what we now witness.
Common, but not identical. While the beasts the ancients faced were forged with magic alone, those of today are born of sentient beings. Why remains to be seen. But there is one fundamental difference between us and our predecessors. Our souls are sundered, whereas theirs were not. Perhaps that single variable makes all the difference.
If I may, there was another detail that troubled me. We have it on good authority that Karl Zahl's transformation took place before the skies began to burn.
Look at this dramatic angle to frame the sky.
What? If that's true, then the situation's more dire than we realized. It means even if there's no ominous sign presaging the final days, anyone, anywhere, has the potential to become a beast. Even in lands we thought safe, even as we speak.
Look! It's the Satrap!
Something bad's gonna happen, isn't it?
The Satrap!
Thank the heavens!
My countrymen, I am relieved and heartened to see you strong and safe. While the danger has not yet passed, far from it, allow me to assure you that the beasts that raged within the city walls have been exterminated to the last. Outside this sanctuary, the brave men and women of the Radiant Host and our dragon ally continue to battle our unholy foes. I pray these tidings put your minds at ease and help you calm your hearts. Have faith that we shall soon conquer this terrible trial.
Your Excellency, is there any word from Palaka's stand? My grandson was bound for there yesterday and I worry for his life.
We are still awaiting a report, but I promise you, as soon as I have aught to share...
Something bad's going to happen is the title card for this expansion. You're not wrong.
Your Excellency, I bring grave news.
Uh-oh. Bad news to upset everybody.
You are?
I'm Matsya of Akyali, a humble fisherman.
Matsya.
Ah, I remember you from our first visit. Wait.
I don't like that the dialogue is auto-scrolling.
But no, that can wait. When the skies turned red, I set off for Palaka's stand, fearing for the safety of a friend. But as I drew near the village, I saw dreadful beasts all about.
No!
Oh no.
Gods have mercy! Your Excellency! Save my grandson, I beg of you!
We will spare no effort to save all we can, but you must remain calm.
Calm? You tell me to be calm? You saw those beasts? They tore our bravest warriors.
She's gonna change, and it's gonna cause everyone else to panic as well.
What if we are too late, huh? They catch him, stick their fangs into him? The fangs! The screams!
Yeah.
Get away from her, now!
Oh, that's a big one.
We've got to kill them before it spreads.
We'll handle this. See the townspeople to safety.
Run as fast as you can! Ah! 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 No! Ah!
Oh god.
My son.
Enough. You must run. For their sake and your own. Yes, you will survive. You must.
If they're calmed down in time, then it stops. That's not comforting, because it happens so fast. Yep. As you say, Nurse. Deep breath. Cracks neck. It's my husband.
Be strong, my friends. Fear not, for we will defeat these abominations! Brave men and women of the Radiant Host, lend your Stola and Thancred your aid. Let not a single beast escape. The rest of you, flee this place. Carry the wounded if you must. Head indoors or underground.
Here comes that leadership.
Above all, stay calm. No beast will follow you. We will see to that.
Alphino! Alice! Leave the city to us, and make for Palaka's stand at once! Matsya, show my friends to the village. I promise you, they're more capable than the host's finest.
No, Kor's got a good point. It was just established that Y'shtola can't see the monsters because they have no ether.
We will save these people.
That was just established. Kor has a good point. So aggro to Kor all the time. Calm now. I must save Palaka's stand, whatever it takes. Let's say it pains me to put you in harm's way, but I must ask your aid as well. Of course, Palakistan is not far, it's just down the hill. But as I told His Excellency before, the path was blocked by terrible creatures. I had no choice but to turn back. In that case, is this what we shall do? As someone who is working alongside this and therefore only half listening and not watching what is going on, there's a lot going on. The apocalypse is happening and people are turning into monsters, and we've learned that people turn into monsters when they experience extreme emotions of despair, which tends to happen when they see people turn into monsters. So a big chain of events keeps happening of people turn into monsters, and then more people turn into monsters, and it's bad. And the world is ending. So it's bad. Exa, I ask that you take the lead and dispatch any beast you may encounter. Alice and I will keep and stay hidden against the trees and follow when the path is clear. I can do that. No telling what dangers await, keep your eyes peeled. I am in a different spot. Yeah. Well, the only thing I can say is, like, at least this transformation isn't as gruesome as the Lightbringer one was, because that was... ugh. At least this one, they're like, mysterious black clouds, so you can't see what's happening. This is because I'm not top heavy enough. That's what Nemo said. Fill in the map, fill in the map. Very briefly gonna fill in the map. There's going to be an aether current around here that we spotted earlier. But we didn't spot it, but we like pinpointed down its location of like, oh, it's somewhere in fuck off land that we can't reach. There we go, new location discovered. You can't steal lines from Nemo and Dan interaction for use here, it doesn't transition as well. No, it does not. Because I'm me, I wanna go fill this in. And potion. Southwest. As anticipated. Don't mind me. Gotta love Final Fantasy, you know, demonic horrors beyond your imagination. A big ass fucking crocodile. It's the second time we've had a weird beach then. Like, he's not my hotbar, but one of my favourite mounts is just my freaking pink purple T-Rex. Because it's just so dumb. Northeast. Is it going to be on this little mound here? Southeast. Directly east, on top of this house. Inside this house. Behind the house. There it is. Sounded funny in my head, so I went for it. Fair enough. Look, I'm a streamer. Sometimes stuff doesn't even get as far as my head and it just gets said. Northwest. So there is one over here. I thought there wasn't. Unless it's like here. Get those aether currents so I make sure that I can fly when I get here, because we don't want to repeat it going to Garlemald of I did all of the quests and it's like, you can fly now, and it's like, no, I can't because I didn't get all the aether currents. Shoot. Oh, it's complaining. I'm also lurking because boss is here. Get off your phone if your boss is here. I see. $500 to the north. Right, let me stick as Ninja, because Ninja's the one that has it on the hotbar. Oh, this is gonna be the one that I noted earlier. It's gonna be like near one of these points of interest because I was stood on that outcropping, and the aether compass was like, go this way, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be like here. Couldn't see it, but worked out roughly where it was. Northwest, we keep going. Directly, right there! Right there, right where that pin is! calculated. Or would we say triangulated? Okay. Job done. Bring out the T-Rex because I mentioned him. I wish I could fly. But at least if we do quests, we will eventually get it. There we go. We've got all of the Aether Currents. I have missed an Aether Current on the moon, apparently, but I'm sure we will be returning to the moon. There's a lot more quests. Stop. Hello, I have a T-Rex. Oh, I should probably grab this. Oh, it was lightning. I thought it was a shader glitch. It was lightning. Surprised Spook isn't home yet. Or was that car door slamming the sound of Spook at getting home? It cannot be. Yep. Sound of Spook. Must heal those we can and quickly, but I see no beast, but stay on your guard. Let's drink some water. Wondrous start. Oh dear. Oh, you're hiding. Are you actually alive? No, that's also bad. Aww. It's all bad. You're alive. Have you come to help us? Too late, my friends, my family. It's all bad. These are the only villagers who survived. I can only hope others managed to flee, but if the rest have turned to beasts, by the 12. Let us do what we can to see damage spreads no further, and no matter what comes, we must keep our spirits high, lest we ourselves suffer a similar fate. Yeah. Knowledge is like half of the curse as well, is the thing. As anybody with anxiety who has panic attacks knows, of like, oh god, I'm gonna have a panic attack. So you panic more. So the moment you know of like, oh, if I panic, if I panic and I'll become a monster, and you start to panic more. Small note, read the blindness. This is a known Fantasy 14 plot hole. However, she's able to see and detect changes and subtleties in the Aether. My interpretation is that she would have been able to hear and notice the Aether of the other residents, plus the warnings of the Scions fine. Fair enough. Yeah. She's probably you know, like she's been blind for a long time, so she's probably used enough to interpreting how others react and other stimuli. Because also, she's blind, she's not deaf. She'd probably hear a big, massive, roaring monster that's, you know, right in front of her. So, yeah. I intend to the rest. Pray look after Matsia. No doubt what we've seen here weighs even heavier on his heart than ours. Oh, Hexa! This is Yeruvet, the Elder here. He's hurt, praise be to the sisters, he still lives. Young Messiah has told me everything. I have not the words to express my gratitude for your aid. When the heavens began to burn, we were afraid, but did our best to carry on as we have always have done. Until morning, when those unholy beasts came pouring into our village, a flood of midnight and death. I might throw another idea into this. Creatures have no aether, and aether is a thing which permeates a lot of 14, so maybe it's like heat detection rather than looking for heat or aether in this example. She instead looks for the absence of heat. Yeah! Looking for a void rather than a heat signature. There are no words to describe what followed. Men and women I have known since they were babes, struck down by the creatures, only to rise again to join the murderous horde in the guise of the same hideous fiends. In the chaos, a handful of our villagers fled for their lives. I can only hope that they have found their way to safety. So, do you perchance remember Karasaf and Mevan, the young people who always bought your freshest catches? How'd I forget, Elder? When I first came to peddle my wares, desperate to eke out a living, they showed me such kindness. Others shunned me as an outsider, as is their way, but Kersaf and Miran bought my fish and sung its praises. They turned my fortunes around. Alas, I fear they are in terrible danger. I saw them running towards a Gamma temple, one of those beasts in close pursuit. They had their child, but it's still a tiny babe. To elude these fiends while caring for one so young is an impossible task, surely. I beg of you, go to their aid. I want to help them, yet I am the lightning. I want to help them, yet I am a fisherman. I cannot face beasts on my own. Will you come with me? Thank you. Agama Temple lies to the west of here. We must hurry. Essentially a radar with various red dots on it. If there's a change in the aether, the red dot would change as well. It would more be that the red dot would... there would be a red dot, and then the red dot would vanish, but the fact that it has vanished is in and of itself an indicator that there's something there, I suppose. If your star is in an aether-rich environment, it's the equivalent of a flashbang. Yes, I think that did happen at one point. So obviously she could see what was happening with us in Shadowbringers and everything. Well, a part of me is probably just going to go like, it's a convenient plot hole that we're going to ignore. For the sake of the narrative, we're not going to explain this because it would slow things down. Temple is just ahead. It was built by those who worship Saint Agama and has sadly fallen into disrepair in recent years. And my friend made it this far, no doubt they are hiding somewhere amidst the ruins. Oh no. That was Karasaf. I know that's not good. I'll take a look. Not bad. No, that's bad. Well, no, it's going to get super heavy in the next bit more than usually is, so be warned. Just looking at the time. I probably can keep going, but this will be where we finish on the next quest. Oh, there it is. Oh no. We can see where this is going, and it's bad. Oh no. Man lies motionless on the ground bearing a grievous wound. Oh no. I'm sorry, Exor, I tried to stay behind, but I couldn't. No, it cannot be. Someone. Anyone. My arms are so heavy, my legs. I can't feel my legs. My wife fled with our daughter. I tried to find them. I need to find them. I need to be with them. I need... Karasaf? No, Karasaf, you must stay strong. More time. I thought I had. I don't want to die. Thank you. Please find them. Vivan still lives and she has their child. Search the jungle between here and Palakistan. There is nowhere else she could have gone, I think. Forgive me, Karasaf. Once we have saved your wife and child, we will return and lay you to rest. It's not gonna be good. Oh, hey, snake! It's just a fucking snake. Just a regular ass snake. I mean, yeah, it's huge, but for Final Fantasy standards, that's basically every day. And her daughter came through, so recently see no evidence. Uh-oh. Did you see any sign of them? I found nothing. Perhaps the beasts have chased them farther from the village. Gods above, I beseech you, pray dear Mavan and her little one's safety. Oof. I wasn't expecting a cutscene. Meanwhile, in the skies above Fafnir. Oh? Our dragon boyos.
No more enemies to trouble us here. It's me. How fare you below? Understood. I will inform Vritra. Chaos and panic sweep Raz-at-Han, and many more have succumbed to the transformations. Amidst the fray, Ahawan fell, protecting a grief-stricken father.
Oh.
My friends fight alongside your Radiant host to secure the capital. Beasts have been sighted in Palakistan as well. We have divided our forces in hopes of quelling the threat there. Of small solace is that we now know what triggers the transformation. As my companions tell it,
So it is the very fear and despair in their hearts which inflicts this abhorrent punishment upon them. A nightmare from which my children will never awake. O capricious and cruel fate, they are undeserving of such condemnation.
You can still see his, like, side where all his scales were pulled from.
will you wallow in sorrow or rise to the occasion? Raz-at-Han is leaderless. Before he passed, Ahawan sought to reveal the truth to his people. Honor his wishes.
To what end? To breed a new conflict between dragon and man. These claws could reduce thee to shreds with a touch. These jaws crush thy bones to dust. Only through my proxy could I walk with my children. Without him, I am a bringer of fear. No different from the beasts which beleaguer them.
Aww.
Perhaps so.
Aww.
Only in death were Hraesvelgr and Shiva united. Indeed, whenever man and dragon have come together, death has ever been the inevitable result. It was our fear of your kind that sparked a nigh-endless war. Fear and hate of which Nidhogg drank deep as he laid waste to my homeland. And in turn, I took my revenge on his brood. Blood for blood, pain for pain. I thought nothing of theirs, only of mine. And yet, were the chasm between us too vast and too deep, Hraesvelgr would not have borne Isael to battle and our rescue. He would never have entrusted a mortal champion with one of his eyes, and the Dragonsong War would still rage on. And I would still wage a never-ending war of violence and vengeance. The future of our star be damned. I cannot speak for Ahawan's greater goals. Yet I know that he served you, served your people, long and true. In this time of unprecedented crisis, he turned to you. You could do worse than to place your trust in him. It will not be easy, but the future of Radzat hangs in the balance. We have company.
Mm.
The hour has come, Vritra. It's all or nothing!
He said the thing from the cinematic! Well then. He said the thing. Oh, big stretch. Okay. Meanwhile, on the ground, it is still awful. And I will unfortunately have to deal with that next week. Things continue to be awful. There. Another interpretation on the Ishtola thing, although they are not able to use magic, Guardian's distinctive third eye canonically gives them a greater sense of their physical surroundings. Essentially, your awareness of physical objects when your eyes are closed. Ishtola's attunement to magic could be the same. This is also true. There's loads of interpretations. There's loads of interpretations. So you can just believe what you want, basically. Believe what you want. Right. That is going to be it for today. Close the game. Because I have food to go prep. I know what I'm cooking for dinner tonight, but it's going to take a while to do. So I need to go. So that I can go do it. Right. Thank you for coming and hanging out today, guys. Thanks for coming and checking out Final Fantasy. It's been a while since we played. We are going to be playing Party Animals tomorrow. It looks like everybody who wants to come play has already sort of said, because it's an 8-player game and we've had 8 people respond to the community night thing. We are at the point where our community nights are apparently more popular than I anticipated, in that we have more people who want to play than I have room for. So it is what it is. Yes, we'll be working on the hourglass in the daytime. I'm liking how it is looking so far. We're going to be working some more on the texture. I don't know. I need to rig it still, so maybe we'll get to the rigging. I don't know if we'll get it into Unity. I don't know if we'll do that, because things always take longer than I think they will, because I thought we were going to be starting the texture, a lot earlier than we did, but I ended up spending a lot of the yesterday UV mapping. I'll be around later, so I'll be able to pop on if people drop out. Fair enough. If people drop out, we shall see. We shall see. But yes, I'm going to have to start saying, manually organising game nights that I'm not taking part in, because we have so many people who want to play stuff. And I don't have enough spaces for it. I might have to... So next week there isn't going to be a community night on Friday. So I guess maybe I might see if I can maybe delegate and make an event to happen anyway. Of I'm not here, I won't be streaming, but you guys should have a game regardless. Go be a community. The thing I keep saying. But hey. Thank you, fam. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna end stream, and I'm gonna go sort out food. And I will see you tomorrow for Hourglass and Party Animals. So there we go. Right. If not, enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the rest of your week. And I'll see you soon. Bye!